These are very creamy, softly and lightly scrambled eggs, served on crunchy toasted sourdough. And here's how to make them perfectly. This is a heavy gauge aluminium pan, which is the perfect conductor of heat. And this is a wooden spoon with a sharp corner, which is going to get round the edges of the pan. So first of all, it goes on to a medium heat, and here are 2 eggs that have been lightly and gently beaten with a fork with some seasoning added. Now a knob of butter, about a heaped teaspoon, goes into the pan, and you swirl it around so the base and the sides are moistened with the butter. When it begins to melt and foam, pour in the eggs. And just start to stir. As the eggs begin to cook, just keep on stirring like this, getting into the corners of the pan with the pointed end of the spoon. Be patient and continue to scramble until 3/4 of the egg is now a creamy, solid mass. At this point, remove the pan from the heat and add approximately another teaspoon of butter. And at this stage, you can, if you like, stir in a little splash of cream or crème fraîche. The eggs will just carry on cooking in the heat of the pan until there's no liquid left. Serve quickly while they're still soft and squidgy. Sometimes at the halfway stage, you can add other ingredients. Any kind of cheese is nice. This is a creamy gorgonzola. But sometimes you can use a cream cheese with herbs. If you're on a low-fat diet, this is a low-fat version. This time we're using just 2 tablespoons of milk with no added fat at all. And just for extra flavour, I like to add some snipped chives. I think this is the greatest scrambled egg recipe of them all. It's scrambled eggs with smoked salmon. In my bowl, I've got 125 grams of smoked salmon trimmings. These have been chopped quite small. And then they're left to soak in 4 tablespoons of single cream for about 30 minutes, or you could just use milk. This serves 2, so this time we're using 4 eggs, scrambled just as before, and when 50% of the liquid egg is left, add the salmon and the cream. Now go on stirring as before, removing the pan from the heat to finish cooking the egg. I like to serve this one on some split, lightly toasted bagels. With just a trace of cayenne pepper and dill. Lovely for breakfast or lunch or even supper. Now we're going to grill some eggs. And this is a recipe from the Basque region of Spain, so I'm calling it Eggs Basque. So first of all, here I've got some very colourful ingredients: chorizo sausage, a yellow pepper, a red onion, 3 tomatoes, and a nice fat clove of garlic. To prepare some of these, you need to look at our video techniques. Here in the frying pan, heat up just a dessert spoon of oil. And when it's really hot, add the sliced chorizo. toss the little pieces around, browning them at the edges. And then just watch how they release their brilliant colour into the oil. Now, using a draining spoon, remove them to a plate. Then add the sliced onion and the pepper, keeping the heat fairly high. Toss them around until they're nicely browned at the edges and slightly softened. This will take about 4 minutes. After that, add the crushed garlic and chopped chilli, which is also described in our video techniques. Then stir them around. Next, add the tomatoes that have been peeled and chopped. And then after that, return the chorizo, adding some olives as well. Now give everything a good mix and season. Now, using the back of a tablespoon, make 4 little indentations in the pepper mixture. And carefully slip an egg into each one. Add some salt and finish with some slices of cheese. This is a Spanish cheese called manchego, but you can use any kind of cheese. Finally, just a trace of paprika pepper. Place the pan on the top shelf of the grill, about 10 to 13 centimetres from the heat, and grill for about 4 to 5 minutes, or a little longer, depending on how you like your eggs. These little dishes are called ramekins. They've been well buttered and contain chopped, steamed leeks, which have had just a little seasoning added. But you can use asparagus tips or slices of mushroom or any other ingredients you feel like using. Now add 1 large egg to each dish. And give the egg some seasoning. Follow that with a tablespoon of double cream. Now, this could be half-fat creme fraiche, or it could be yoghurt. Now add enough hot water to come halfway up the ramekins. This then goes into a preheated oven, 180 degrees centigrade, gas mark 4. And it'll take 15 minutes if you like your eggs soft and runny, or 18 minutes if you like them a little bit more set. Either way, serve them quite quickly, and bear in mind that they go on cooking in the dishes as they leave the oven and reach the table.